There we go, man. Hey, got that on Facebook, man. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Sunday night / into Monday. My God. Where do I begin? It's just here we go. Friday started out as any normal day, and here on Facebook, I'm very open with you guys. I'm that kind of guy. I'm very the integrity runs high in Jerry's mind. It's just be open, honest. It gives you peace of mind. Friday started off as any regular day. Yeah, it was a great day at work, doing my stuff. And if you guys remember, Friday up here was really hot, and running around all day at work, literally from like 6 till about 11ish. I'm taking stuff out of the oven, man. I'm taking stuff out of the oven. And I felt a flutter. You guys ever get a flutter in the old heart? Like, whoa. And I don't sweat, man. I started sweating. And then I almost went down. I felt like I was going to faint. Not over a rock star, man. I felt like I was going to faint. And I casually just picked myself up, kind of straightened myself out, and kind of went and punched out for lunch. And what I did was I said, wait, maybe I'm just dehydrated. Let me just go sit in the car. This never happened to me before like that. But what's running through your mind? All these scenarios that are going on. Oh, what's wrong with me? Blah, blah, blah. I sat there for about half an hour. I said, wait, this is not getting better. So what do? Like a meatball that I am. I go and I pull up the street to my favorite store. I figure I'll just try to do the normal routine. I get out of the car and the body almost went down. Literally, like if you guys ever felt faint before, the bottom half of your body just becomes so heavy. And I said, oh, here we go. The brain starts swirling again. Let's get back in the car and let's call somebody and let's see what they say. And they said, Jared, look, you're probably dehydrated. You know, let's come pick you up and take care of you. Not realizing, you guys remember the movie Die Hard? When Bruce Willis pulls the fire alarm? That's what they did. They pulled a friggin' fire alarm, man. And I'm sitting there and my car's running. I called the guy at the store. I said, I got to park my car here for a little bit. I'll be back in a little while. Not realizing I'm looking up the street and a convoy of an ambulance and fire trucks are heading towards me. I'm like, no, they didn't. They didn't. And sure enough, this whole friggin' convoy pulls in the parking lot. And right now, I am deathly scared. And you guys think Jerry comes on here, oh, he's so perfect and how? No, I'm the same as you guys, man. We all have the same scenarios in life that happen. It's almost like things that happen to us. It does a lot of change. It creates a lot of change. If I get my thoughts straight, I'm still a little loopy about what happened. So I'll keep going with the story here. Out jumps all these people, and I'm sitting there in my car. I got the glasses on, you know, looking kind of cool. And all these guys come running up to my car. Open the door, Jerry, what's going on, man? Let's get it. And this beautiful, not beautiful, but beautiful soul. I remember her name, Gwendolyn. Walks up, just grabs my arm. She goes, come on, what's going on? And I've never felt so much peace in my life. And I'm sitting here teaching peace to people, and I've never experienced so much peace from this woman. It calmed me down, because you don't know what's going on, man. You don't know if you're going to croak the next minute. And this is how life is, guys. It's the unknown that scares you. And it comes forth something that I never really realized that has happened so much in my life and probably happened in your life. Well, it's called emotional shock. And when something traumatic happens, a breakup, a loss of a family member, a health issue like I had, it causes an emotional shock. And it takes you a little while to get back into form again. So if something traumatic has happened to you, the problem is a lot of you guys keep going through the emotional shock by putting yourself back in the fire, man. But I'm going to get on with my story. I'll get back to that over there in the quote box here for a second there. So these guys, they're stripping me, man. They're throwing me on the gurney and they're getting me in an ambulance. They're taking me to the hospital to get checked out. Long story short, as you can tell, I'm here. I'm okay. But everything was normal. Everything was normal. They did a full panel, blood, not even IV. They checked everything, head to toe. And they say, Jerry, what do you think's wrong with you? I said, that's why I'm here, meatball. I don't know. And the guy looked at me and goes, oh, yeah, you're right. He probably went out in the back lobby and kind of Googled what was wrong with me. But long story short, everything is fine. Meant on a physical level, I'm perfect. They don't know what happened. But as a precautionary, and I don't screw around. If something's not right, I'm not afraid to go to the doctor, man. Because peace of mind is the most amazing thing, and we all need peace of mind. Peace of mind can generate amazing outcomes instead of conjuring up all the things that I was thinking about before the paramedics got there, man. But after that, well, all I can tell you is the next 12 hours, and this is when I realized it was emotional shock because it was traumatic. I mean, you're getting worked on by all these people, and you don't know what's going on. It's scary. These are the same scenarios that happen in our lives every day, whether it's a breakup, a traumatic event, a car accident, stuff like that happens. And I realized what was going on in my life. Out of the quote box today, it is so important for you to, if something like this happens in your life, whatever it may be, you gotta really get aligned with yourself again. Yeah, it may take some time, but emotional shock, and if you keep giving yourself these emotional shock events like your relationships or things that you know aren't right, you keep doing, you're only going to physically hurt yourself in the future. Long story short, on my health, it was perfect. I don't know why I was there. I have no idea. But the heart was irregular, I almost felt faint, and I was sweating, which I never friggin' do. So I'll call my doctor on Monday. I said, come on, let's figure out what's going on here. It could be an electrical, who knows? But otherwise, I'm good. But the emotional shock was most important. The emotional shock is what comes from like a diagnosis or something that has happened in our life. And what that does is the body goes in fight or flight mode. And this is important for you guys to realize. If you're in this stupor, like I was for like 12 hours afterwards, I'm like, what's wrong? What is wrong with me? Everything is normal there, but I still feel loopy on my part. That this is emotional shock. Take my word for it. Do your research on it, look at it. But out of the quote box today, it all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you if you allow it. A lot of you guys that follow me now believe that thoughts become things, indeed. So the more you keep conjuring up the unknown that's not here, that you don't want to happen, that fear mode that I was living in, and still do. It still happens sometimes, guys. I'm not perfect. We're all the same. We all go through these same events, vary in some the severity are different, but we go into this emotional shock about ourselves, and we don't know what's going on. So out of that from Leon Brown was the most amazing set of words, and I thank him for that. But a word that's not in the quote, it's called an event. Something that happens, hence occurrence. When something like that or anything like that is traumatic in your life, it creates a chemical reaction in the body. And the body starts fighting everything, and it drives you nuck and futt. So the point being is, you got to understand that don't let it turn into the next word. It's called an anchor. And you guys might notice a psychological term, to hold firmly. Anchors are made to be indestructible, and psychological events are anchors as well. When something happens to you, you end up parking yourself in that port and you start living there mentally. The problem is if you don't lift your anchor, if you don't get back on your feet, eventually you're going to stay in that port and keep remanifesting situations like that. And it's funny because another word out of anchor is a broadcaster. Indeed, because the minute you start and the minute something happens, you start broadcasting it to everybody. Therefore, you're giving energy to it. You're telling the world what happened. You're constantly bloviating about what's going on. I just kind of snuck out of work and did what I had to do. I didn't want to give it more life than it already had, because imagine if I told my employees, yeah, I almost fainted and did a face plant in the oven, guys. Don't worry, I'm just going to be just fine. But really, I'm okay. I'm Christina, thank you. I'm good, love. Thank you for asking me on that. But it was scary. And there's some guys out there that I know personally. You guys are going through some really, this is nothing. Some of you guys are going through some really scary shit right now. And you're dealing with that every day. That's why I love you guys so much, because you have a lot more courage than I do. I'd be jumping off my balcony, man. But you guys are going through and have been going through constant adversities in your life, whether it's health, mental, physical, financial. Mine were only temporary. Maybe it's how I handled it. I don't know. But believe me when I tell you, emotional shock from traumatic events has happened in my life many times. And I never realized what was going on until I really analyzed what happened to me last time. I'm fine on a physical level. Mentally, I'm a little loopy because you get scared like that, man. We all do. We don't know what's going on in our life. And the unknown is where the peace of mind's got to kick in. This is what I mean about only surrounding yourself with peace of mind in your life. No negativity, just positivity. And then I was listening to, as I was getting ready to go to work, but I had to work last night. I was listening to Neville Goddard, which I always do. I mean, the guy introduced me to God because when he realized I was part of it. And you're part of it as well with your thoughts and your thinking and your feelings, your emotions and your actions every single day. Remember that. You are in control. If something's not right, you have the power to mentally imagine yourself a better outcome. And if you live in that outcome every single day, you're not going to conjure up these events and become oblivious to what's going on. You're going to be in complete control. And that's basically the whole format of America's Mentor, is giving us mind control of ourselves, knowing us we are in essence, we are an energy, we are a power. And if we use that power correctly and point it in the right direction in life, it only leads to better outcomes. And yeah, we're going to go through events in life. Indeed, I've gone through many. A lot of you guys have gone through even worse than me. That emotional shock, indeed, we all handle it differently. Until I realized what I was going through. Is when I realized, wait a minute, Meatball, this is what's going on in your life. Work on it for yourself, however it works. But he called emotional shock, he didn't say it directly, but he called them interferences in life. And interferences, I mean, it's so stoic of him. The interferences in our life is things that happen, bumps in the road, and stuff that really hurts you emotionally. It's you remembering these words that'll help you get past that. And if something has happened to you in life that it really hurt you emotionally, physically, financially, you remember these words. The world is a mirror forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. I don't know why things happen, guys. You don't know why things happen. Indeed, I can give you. You want to hear something funny? This is funny. The following day, that's Saturday. I was back to work. I was fine. A little loopy, but I had to go to Walmart and I had to do some shopping, which I was gonna do on Friday, but I was kind of busy, man. But when I got to Walmart, all these fire trucks are pulling up again. As I'm getting out, I'm like, they ain't for me now. This time, it's all good. But they were helping some lady. So I yelled off in the distance, AAA rating. They took care of me just great. You're gonna turn out just fine, man. So I was gonna give them a Google rating. But for yourself, think about it. Indeed, we all go through these things in life, guys. We all have these things happen in our life. I'm just gonna, hopefully, this story just reaffirms to you that we're all the same. And how you approach what is going on, those interferences in your life, is going to determine the outcome. Don't let it anchor into your mental state what happened. Indeed, yes, I know we have to face it. I think that might be the reason why I push myself so much to face what has happened, to face that mental monster. Because I know that it can destroy you. Not the physical world, Meatball, the inside world. Yes, indeed, we've conjured up all these ghosts and demons in our life and whatever we're doing. And it's a battle that we endure every day, our past, our present, and our future. It's what you choose to live in every day. What you choose to focus on every day is what you're going to bring about every day. And when things happen like this, indeed, let time take its course. Take your time mentally. Get yourself mentally realigned, because remember, the world is a mirror of your thoughts. The world is a mirror of your thoughts, reflecting what you are doing within yourself. Remember that, guys. So I have to go to work, and it was a long story tonight, guys. But yes, I am fine, really. I'm going to call the doctor tomorrow and see what the hell he says on it. He'll get the report. But everything was perfect. Health is perfect. Panel is perfect. Blood's perfect. White blood, red blood, everything's fine. It was a wake-up call for me to realize, yeah, I'm not afraid to get help if I don't feel right, man. Hopefully you guys are Don't procrastinate, man, especially at our age in the upper echelon. You don't play games with your health. You take care of yourself. And the people that contact me, the first thing I say is take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, most importantly, spiritually. That's the anchor. That's what you want to be broadcasting. How positive you are, how blessed you are, how grateful you are to be here, even though you may not be physically, Meatball. But right now, you're going to think in your mind, and you're going to reiterate that every single day. That's what he's talking about as the inside job, the inside world, the reflection that you want to send out every single day. So guys, think about it for yourself. I gotta get some water, man. Guys, America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. Hope you enjoyed the reel today. It was a direct reflection of what happened to me. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Reaffirm where you want to go in the most beautiful way. Watch how life reacts, guys. America's Mentor, like I said, _radio on Instagram, at America's Mentor on Twitter. I gotta go. At America's Mentor on YouTube, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Slash into money. Thanks for joining me. God bless. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.